Right, so we're going to vlog this one. Back at Winters Lake, 2024. Going to do a vlog every day, see how we get on. Got here probably about 10:30, 11:15. Know Adam and Whitney very well. They let us on, stop setting up our gear. When we got here it was cloudy, and I think there's going to be rain later, but it's cleared up and it's got really muggy and hot. But we've seen fish already down the shallow end of the lake. So I'm going to do a daily vlog. First one I've done actually. I come carp fishing, I can't remember to get the fucking phone out and start vlogging, so we're going to do this one because this is a super fishery. It really is. Very easy to get to from Portsmouth. You can get either Portsmouth Carn or Portsmouth St Malo if you want to do overnight. St Malo, it's only about an hour and a half to the lake. Carn is about 2.5 hours to the lake. But we're in Brittany. We're here for the week. We'll see what unfolds. I'll just do a pan around and show you the lake. This is my swim in Willow. There's the infamous tower. Yeah, it's from Willow. Gate swim over there. And the lake just goes around the corner. You've got Lonely Swim, peaks in Lonely. And then you've got Reuben down in Tower Swim. So yeah, bright blue skies now. Really hot and muggy. Very different from when we first got here. We've seen fish already. Down in that corner there. Fizzing away they are. But not much up here at the moment. Couple of fizzers. But not much at the moment. I think hopefully they'll move down over the course this afternoon. The wind keeps changing direction. It's been blowing up there and it blows down there, then it's all over the place at the moment. So we'll see how things go. Morning. God, look tired. About 3 hours sleep in the night. It's a good night's fishing. Two carp, 38-pound common. And a 28-pound mirror. First one was about 2:30 in the morning. Absolutely blistering run. I was in a deep sleep actually. Come hurtling out the bivvy, middle rod it was. Fished over a big bed of maize with a little whittled down yellow OG fish wafter over the top. Yeah, nice fish. And then the second rod must have been about 4 o'clock I think in the morning. Lashing down with rain. A 28-pound mirror. Funny bite. It was like, I thought I had a crayfish actually, because I was getting little bleeps and the bobbin was moving up and down, but only about a couple of centimetres at a time. I stood by the rod probably for about 10 minutes and it settled down. Went back to bed. Literally another couple of bleeps about 10 minutes later. Came back out to the rod. and I looked at the rod tip and it started to turn right. So I thought fish on, lifted the rod up, and yeah, nice 28-pound mirror. And that was caught over an OG Fish hardened hooker with a OG Fish white magic beam, just topped off, snowman style. And that was just off the island. So yeah, good night's fishing. A bit tired, but yeah, I'll overlay the pictures for you at the end of the video. Yeah, so the fish I had last night, 38-pound common, was just in line with the aerator, just below the tower on the maze. And then the mirror carp just off the this side of the island, just off the corner there. There's Mr. Bailey over there, look, stalking out a free swim. Seen some carp this morning feeding. My last bait's just out there. I haven't replaced the other two rods, just purely because, having fished here before, I actually think if you catch a fish in the night, is actually just leave the rod and re-put it out maybe the following morning, just because I think that you can actually overfish a swim. I found in here that the fish can quite easily move off you if there's too many lines in the water. So I don't ever put a rod out as soon as I've caught a fish. I know lots of people would do, because I want to catch as many fish as possible, but I want to try and build the swim over the course of the week, and I don't want to put too much pressure in it, because I know they can easily move off here. So just the one rod out, and I'll bring that in probably in a couple of hours. Monday morning, not a very good night. Lost one at 4:30 on the maze rod. Not sure what happened. Hook came back really sharp, but I'll change that today. So I've been bitten as well. Bloody hell. One fish out last night for Pete, just over 48-pound mirror. So they're still coming out. Just going to regroup today and go again, but not much else to report really. It's absolutely hammering it down at the moment. Rained most of the day yesterday. Supposed to clear around about midday, 12 o'clock. Hopefully get some sun, dry everything out. It'd be nice, because it is miserable. Just a quick one on the bait that I'm using. Parkerbaits, obviously. And maize as well. OG Fish 14 mils, freezer baits. I'm just soaking them for a while, get them really nice and soft. And maize from Kent Particles. And then OG Fish chops, bit of pellet in there, magic dust, all sorts basically. 14 millers crushed up, just Himalayan rock salt, just loads of bits and pieces. I'm going to fish that with PVA, and then hook baits. I'll show you quickly. Just D-rigs, fluorocarbon D-rigs, hardened hookers, because there are crayfish in here. Magic beans, OG Fish magic beans, topped off for the hard hookers, and one on its own trim down there just to go with the maize that I'm fishing. So yeah, fingers crossed. Beautiful venue this is. Came here last year. Had a great week's fishing. Don't think it was particularly easy, but I had about 10 fish. Biggest one was a 47.12. Biggest fish to come out that week was just over £50, I think, but a lot of big fish in there for the size of lake. Morning update. Not a lot of sleep last night. Had two fish in the night. First one was a 47 pound 2 ounce common. 47 2 pound Winter's Lake, stunning common, lovely fish. Ready to go back. Caught on the Parkerbaits as always. You ready, Whip?
Yeah.
Yeah. Say goodbye, darling.
Until next time.
Till next time. Beautiful fish.
Well done.
That was on a OG Fish hard hooker, topped off with a natural wafter. That was around about 1 o'clock in the morning. Took some pictures of that, so I'll overlay them in the video for you. And then 4 o'clock, I think, the rod went again. This time it was 44 pound 6 ounces. Another common, another really nice fish. Got a couple of pictures of that one, and yeah, good night's fishing. Not a lot of sleep, as you do. Temperatures dropped quite a bit actually. Start of September. So yeah, all in all, a good update. Not that smiley at the moment. Not enough sleep, but it's been good. The fishing's been good. Going to regroup today, tie some more rigs, sort some more bait out, and then go again. So we'll let you know. Quick update, quick tour of the lodge at Winter's Lake. So you drive down the track, park up there. There's the lodge. We'll have a look in there in a minute. There's the lake. 4 swims on this lake. Gates down there. Lonely, Tower and Willow. They've got all the barrows and actually mountain bikes as well you can use. Cracking lodge this is. Nice table to have your dinner around. Nice dining room table. Got the freezer there for your bait. Any essentials you might need. Whitney's tuck shop. Nice fridge, fully loaded. So you can keep a bit of gear in here as well if you don't want to take down to the swims. But yeah, nice. I'll show you the stock pond actually. Let's have a look at the stock pond. go. Ruben doing his bit of fishery management. Pretty stable them Bicks, aren't they? Pretty stable them Bicks, even for a big lad like you. Oh, no pressure. Pete's come along to have a look now.
Just this bit, isn't it?
Have you done that one?
No, but just this one. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Grim morning on the pond. Lost one around about 4:30 on the maze rod, which is that one there. Straight out in the middle pretty much. That right hand rod there, that's fishing just around about there. Had fish crash out last night all along here. And not a bleep on this one, which is just over there. But yeah, hopefully get some sun later, dry everything out, because it is miserable. Morning, morning, morning. Morning update. Quiet in the night. Very quiet actually. Don't think anyone had anything. We'll find out when it gets a bit lighter and wake people up. Yeah. Texted them, you had a fish? But anyway, literally about half an hour ago, one in the sling. There you go. Tore off half an hour ago on the right hand rod. Fished over a bed of OG fish, 18 mil, and two supercharged hardened hookers on the end. So it's not a massive fish. It's about 30 pound, 31 pound maybe. But yeah, nice mirror, linear type mirror. So I'll put some pictures up. Happy days. Final update, Friday evening. It's been a good week's fishing. Conditions have been tough. 1 minute it's pouring down with rain. Next minute, bright sunshine and hot as well. Keeps toing and froing all week. The temperature's up and down as well. You know, 1 minute it's like 14 degrees. The next day it's like 20 odd. I think up to about 23 degrees. Really strange weather, just not settled, so the fishing hasn't been easy. Going into the last night, I'm on 7, but I've had a fantastic week's fishing again. Winter's Lake, France, Brittany in France, fantastic venues to come and fish. Lovely, lovely fish in here. You know, memorable catches as well. Like the mirror that has not been out in God knows how many years. 5 captures in like 20 odd years, I think. Or was it 17 years? Something like that anyway. Ridiculously low capture rate. This fish goes missing for a long time. Pretty linear, beautiful looking fish. Best fish I've caught all week. Not the biggest, but certainly probably the best, the most memorable capture, I think. And when you find out a fish that hardly ever comes out and goes missing for years, and then you catch it, I think it's quite special, really. Probably the power of the Parkerbaits. It's such a good bait. Best bait around. It's caught me loads and loads of carp, both here and at home as well. We'll see what happens tonight. Rods are back out. Gonna have dinner about 6 o'clock. Then we'll settle down and we'll see what the night brings. Last couple of nights have been very cold, very quiet, very difficult. Temperature dropped the last couple of nights, but it's come back up. So I'm hoping that might stir the fish into having a bit more of a feed before we go. But not much to report over the last couple of days. The mirror was the last one I caught, which was Wednesday, I think. Time just runs away from you when you're in France. You think you're actually going to be bored in periods, but there's always something to do, whether you're tying rigs, whether you're looking at spots. Time just flies. 1 minute it's 9 o'clock in the morning, next minute it's 5 o'clock in the evening. But thoroughly enjoyable here. I think because the way this lake is set out, it's like a large estate lake, something like that you'll find in the UK. Very different from a lot of other commercial fisheries. It is like an estate lake, which is what I like. It's what I'm used to fishing at home. I'm not into big commercial fisheries really, with lots of anglers. It's just not ever been for me. Great places, I'm sure, and some fantastic ones I know of and are excellently run, but just not the sort of fishing that I like doing. Just try and get on estate lakes really. Lovely and peaceful. You can go off and do a bit of stalking if you want to, or you can, there's always a little swim you can move into if you want to try and fish in different spots. So yeah, it's been a fantastic week here. Adam and Whitney are brilliant hosts. Whitney's food is absolutely amazing. Gobbled everything up, breakfast, dinner. Yeah, really nice. Lovely food. Great hosts. Fantastic fishery. Extremely well run. And it's definitely worth a visit. Like I say, very easy to get to. Just hop on at one of the ferry ports, Portsmouth, Plymouth you can go from. You can probably go New Haven, all the way along the coast. There'll be ferries down to places like Cairn. Winters Lake is about 2.5-3 hours from Cairn. It's a pretty easy drive. Roads are just like most roads in France. you can get cabins on all the boats if you want cabins, or Cairn trip's about 5 hours on the boat and then about 3 hours down to the lake. Or if you want to do St Malo, you go Portsmouth, St Malo, and it's an overnight ferry, so you get a cabin. Cabins are quite cheap, they're 68 quid, and like I showed you in one of the updates, they're double bunked, ensuite shower. Just get your head down for a few hours, and then when you hit St Malo, you're only an hour and a half away. So if you don't like loads and loads of heavy driving, which I've done in the past, I've done 8-9 hours from Calais, done it a fair few times, and it's just not for me anymore. Just don't enjoy it. I'd rather just sit on a boat and put my feet up, have a few beers and let the boat steer me here and then, just a short drive. So anyway, if I don't post anymore, it's because I haven't caught anything else. But yeah, hopefully maybe another update. Cheers. Bye bye, France.